Happy Monday, Billy.
Happy Monday. What's going on, folks? I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy.
Danny Boy Reg. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for always joining us. Like we said, Monday. It is the second day of March.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, man. I actually can
I can't believe
because
it's March already, dude.
yeah, I can because it was a pretty to me it was a pretty long February. There was a lot going on in February.
And February is the shortest month. That's the irony.
Exactly. Oh man, but what
But
I can't believe is that the year's already gone by so quick. So I will say
yeah,
that.
and you know why also March is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, baseball's on. I'll tell you
Okay,
that.
yes, well that.
March Madness is on its way
Okay,
through.
that too.
And then, of course, Billy Boy in 15 days or so,
15 days, baby, 15
the
days.
big 3-2
I'm
for
gonna be
Billy Boy.
32. Yeah, my birthday is this month, folks.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You like that tease? You like that, I'm teasing you the fact that it's your birth month and everything?
yeah, I remember we were talking to some friends on a Saturday heading into Sunday. It was late at night. He goes, "Wow, it's March 1st." And my buddy Micah, shout out to Micah. He's like, "Wow, it's your birthday month." I'm like, "Yes, it is. I can't believe it."
Yeah. God.
Wow, this
Well,
year is going by quick already.
yeah. Well, we will get to Bill's birthday in a little bit.
In 15 days.
We'll probably do a birthday special that Monday before, because obviously it's gonna
Because
fall.
we do shows on Monday anyway. Remember last year we did a show on my birthday, remember?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
last year my birthday happened to fall on a Monday.
exactly. We will be wearing green in honor of that day too. So, yeah.
Yes.
Um,
All right. All right, I'm not gonna say we have a lot to talk about today because we really don't.
no. Um, I will say this: it's good to see baseball back on the cannon. We're watching the Braves and the Detroit Tigers right now in spring training action, so that's always good. Framber Valdez on the mound. Like I don't know, I'm stoked for baseball. Batter Up was a good show yesterday, and yeah, I'm just ready to go. So
Ready to go?
uh, and certainly baseball's ready to go. That they're planning on these tournaments for these young prospects. Did you read about this, Billy Boy?
Yes,
Called
I did. I misread it, but I read it.
it's oh, Bill, we misread things all the time. But apparently they started about a couple of years ago this thing called the Spring Breakout, which is where they have like prospects being showcased and everything, and everyone's facing off against each other and stuff. Well, now these prospects from all these different teams are going to be part of these different single elimination tournaments throughout the grapefruit and cactus leagues on spring training. So that's launching in 2027. And I don't know if I'm going to watch the full tournament because at the end of the day, I care about the real thing. But
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
I will say though, Bill, that's actually really cool to have like all these different young players in the pipeline facing each other before they get to face each other years later, when they're in the big leagues and doing stuff for real and stuff. So I think it's a cool thing that baseball, they're trying to at the very least showcase its young stars.
I think so too, and I think that's cool.
Like, I don't know, like again, not that I'm gonna watch everything, but like when it rolls around 2027, yeah, I may catch like a game or two because I think it's very important, especially with the Yankee stars. The Yankees have a lot of good players within their system. I just think it's good to know what you're gonna get out of these young players. And what better to do it than doing it in a competition style way that's gonna help them moving forward if you really think about
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. And it's good to check out the new young talent, you know?
it. Mhm.
It's good to check out the new young talent. So that's a cool thing to keep an eye on.
Yeah, can't wait for that. 2027 it launches. Um, all that stuff. And then of course,
Starting next year.
yeah. Then of course, baseball, they got World Baseball Classic starting this week. Team USA and exhibition games. Um, Captain America, Mr. Aaron Judge, being suited up for Team USA. We're pumped for it, man. I think they start pool play, I think on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, one of those things. Um,
Yeah, I think that starts this week, baby.
yeah, so um I'm stoked. I'm all that.
Too
Oh,
strong and brave here to save the American way.
yeah. Oh, and
My friends, you know what that is.
we go into daylight saving time on Sunday.
Yes. And you know what? Can I just say thank God? You know what? Because I hate okay. And that, last week we had what, over a foot of snow.
Yeah.
Today's supposed to be 30 something. Tomorrow we're supposed to get a mix of rain and snow.
Well, at least it's a mix. Nothing crazy.
And then Wednesday is supposed to be like in the 50s. I'm like, thank freaking God, because
Yeah.
I hate. Okay, here's the thing. December winter is fun. I like December winter because everyone's getting stuff for the holidays, and when you drive through neighborhoods, you see Christmas lights, and it's just and yeah, I just want to say, people, to the people who still have their Christmas decorations up now, come on, time to take them down. It's March, time to take it down.
I mean, to be fair to them, having them as an aesthetic all year long saves them from doing all the extra work in December.
I remember I knew someone who was taking them down in June. I'm like, okay, you know what? We're halfway to Christmas right now. So you know what? Just don't even bother taking them down.
Exactly.
Because you
Like,
got to do it again in 5 months. So might as well
yeah.
leave them up. But like, here's the thing, fellas. Folks, here's the thing. When we get to like, okay, so December, winter, holidays, fun. But then January and February, winter are just depressing.
Yeah.
Because those lights, those streets that were lit up with Christmas lights are now dark. And it gets dark at like what, 4 o'clock? So you can't really do much. No, but I like this. Winter is, March is, but March is very unpredictable. I remember one week, dude, when one year when we got a blizzard of like 3 feet, 2 or 3 feet of snow, and but I remember like the day before this massive snowstorm, it was like 70 degrees. I was in college at the time. I was walking campus in a t-shirt and shorts. And
Yeah.
the next day there was like 2 or 3 feet of snow on the ground.
Yep, and that snow probably stayed knowing New Paltz and Dutchess and Hudson Valley, all that stuff. Um, Wherever county you live in Hudson Valley, that snow stays up there till like June. Like it doesn't go away. You know.
Well, here it's starting to melt here. My parents were just in Massachusetts this weekend.
Oh, well, God bless them. Oh my.
They were visiting my great aunt, she's 92 years old. God bless
Ooh,
her.
God
God
bless
bless her.
her. God bless her. 92 is great.
And they got like 3 feet of snow. They got 3 feet of snow up
Wow.
there. And they were even and like they don't even like they have the bulldozer do all the snow work.
Yeah.
They have all the bulldozers and everything. So and they lost power up there for a good 3 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if any of us who lives in the New York area is complaining, think about New England. They got smacked.
Oh, I mean, was it like 30 inches of snow? Can you imagine 3 feet of snow on the ground? Like, I wouldn't get out of my house for 6 months. Like, as I'm not dealing with that bullshit, you know?
Yeah, I'll see you in May.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
got that much snow up here, brother, I'll see you in May.
Nah. Thing is, I work in the television industry, and they still need you in the office. So, like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. If that were the case in my area. Now, thankfully, my area, we don't get 3 feet of snow. That never happens.
Aren't you happy?
Yep.
If it makes you happy.
But please sending love still over to folks in New England. I know they're starting to clean up. I know everything's looking a whole lot better than it did last week, but that was rough what they went through. So,
We still love you, New England. We don't love your sports teams, but we love
uh,
you.
no, screw your sports teams, but the people, I'm sure they're nice.
Yeah, except the massholes.
Like the Red Sox fans that want to kick our ass all the time.
Hey, Reg, it's some wicked party, isn't it?
Yeah. Or the Patriots fans like to shit on the Jets for no reason. You know.
Yeah, you have no reason to shit on the poor Jets.
I
Actually, no,
mean,
you have a bunch of reasons to shit on the poor Jets.
division rivals. I get it.
And you guys always get your you know what kicked.
Yeah. No matter what.
Oh, God bless God bless.
hmm
Well, anyway, next, yeah, like we said, folks, pretty slow day today, but we got some NFL news for you.
At least there's that.
The the Lions traded David Montgomery to the Texans for a fifth round pick.
It's actually a fourth rounder. It would be a 2026 fourth round pick and a 2027 seventh round pick that the Lions will be receiving. And then in exchange, it'll be Drew Scruggs going to Detroit from Houston and 2 draft picks. Um, the fifth round pick was initially reported by the big guns out there, but then of course adjusted once they received more updated information. Um, Not too shocked about this. I know Montgomery. Um, he obviously has been a very solid back for Detroit. However, his he has declined in production a bit, mostly because they haven't been really giving him a lot of touches. So um, solid back for Houston, you know, gives him that nice cushion in the running game. So that's always a positive. And then if you're Detroit, you get a solid O lineman that could really help with your pass protection and all that stuff. So to me, it's a win-win for both sides. And of course draft picks. You
Draft picks. You can't have enough draft picks.
exactly. So um
Can't have, and you get a new running back in Houston. So you know what? I think both teams walk out good here. What do you think?
yeah, I mean for Houston specifically, they were 22nd in rushing yards per game. That's not particularly great. So anyone that could always improve your running game, and we know Montgomery's a solid back. Like getting someone like him, and he's out. Sorry, I'm watching baseball. He was out by a mile. He got picked off at second, the runner. But yeah, like I think it's a good pickup for Houston. Helps improve your running game, and you know always love that ground and pound energy. So that
Gotta
there's
love the ground and pound.
yeah. Um, so that made big news. Another big news, Jawan Taylor, he was the right tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs. He is going to be released. before the start of the league's new year. The new league year starts on March 11th. Um, he's going to be released, which will save the Chiefs $20 million in the salary against the salary cap, which will allow them to be under the cap when the new league year starts. They already released the defensive end, Mike Dana, um, and then they also restructured Patrick Mahomes' contract. So the Chiefs are trying to save a lot of money as they're trying to go into the new league year, trying to get more off-season pickups and stuff. Now they get to be under the cap to do that, so they'll have a lot more money for them.
Yes. So, yeah, those are the big news in the NFL on this slow Monday.
Yep.
But look at the bright side here, bro. Almost March Madness. Spring
Mhm.
training's in full swing. Opening days next month. So it's okay. It's okay. We just gotta chug along here.
Lights at the end of the tunnel. You know,
Knicks won this weekend.
Knicks did win. They kicked the Spurs' ass. How about that? We love it ass kicking against
I
the
love a good
Spurs.
I like old fashioned ass kickings. I don't like modern day ass
You
kickings.
know,
They're too
screw
soft.
screw the Spurs. The Spurs are one of the best teams in the NBA. Screw them. Let's have our moment to shine. At home, our house, not some neutral site, not San Antonio. Let them come over here and they kicked ass. I love it. Loved every
May
moment
I
of it.
say it? Say go New York, go New York, go.
Loved it. Loved it. The Rangers won too. The Rangers won in a shootout
Yes,
against
they did. They were down
against the
2-0
Penguins.
and they just roared back, bro.
Yes, no one expected that to happen. Nobody
No
expected
one.
that. No, that was awesome.
No one they just roared back. Bro.
And let's be honest, knowing the Rangers season, they're down 2-0. Like, did you really think they were going to come back to win the game? No way. No way.
Nah, you didn't. Even though the Rangers been kind of sucking this year, but still.
Kind of sucking. They're last in the division. That's how
Okay, they're not kind of
that's
sucking, they
that's
are sucking.
that's kind of sucking.
No, no, that's not kind of sucking, bro. That's straight up
God,
sucking.
that's just straight up horrible. God, it's been a rough season for the Blue Shirts. A very rough season.
It's time to, move it right along.
Yeah. By the way, not only they last in the division, they're last in the conference. That's how, though. I can't say number one pick because I don't think that's gonna happen. But top draft choice. Let's focus on that. Says, or have our eyes set on that. If you're the Rangers.
Top draft choice. So, yeah, but hey, Knicks, they're rocking and rolling. So, yeah, we can see the light at the end of the Bear Sports Tunnel. It's coming, folks. It's coming.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, okay, we got to get serious for a minute here. Dude, I really hate the days when sports and politics collide now.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not one of those people who scream at Colin Kaepernick or any of those, but remember the days when we just used to sit here and talk about batting averages and on which team was on a hot streak, and now I feel like sometimes our podcast becomes our version of the 6 p.m. news.
Mhm. Yeah,
Well,
man, I mean, look, you can thank the police officers in New York City and, St. Louis County, Missouri, and all these idiots for sparking up this sports debate. Because that's where it really, really started. Like this culture of politics and sports intersecting with each other. Not that it hasn't done it in the past, of course it has, but now on the level that we're seeing it nowadays, for sure.
no, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, my friends, we welcome you to this weekend. We saw that horrible. We saw the attack that U.S. launched on Iran,
Yeah.
and there is just a bunch of things that are affecting the sports world from that. One of them being a bunch of athletes are stranded in the Middle East right now.
Yeah. Which of course is just a horrible situation. And stuff. The fact that we're basically going into war with these countries is crazy. But yeah, man, because of the airstrikes, there are several athletes that can't go anywhere. One, because they're closing airspaces, and of course, rightfully so. You don't want any airplanes being shot in the air and stuff. But um, one in particular is Daniil Medvedev, the big time tennis star. Um, he's trying to get. He's trying to, I think, he's either trying to leave or go home, or he's trying to go to another tennis event. But he's in Dubai right now and can't go anywhere because flights are canceled.
Yes.
So that's always tough. And I believe also on top of that, you have some cricket players that are also stuck somewhere in the Middle East. Um, they're in the UAE as well. Um, just a really tough situation. You're trying to travel, and because of the situation in Iran, you can't travel. Never a good thing. Never a good thing.
Well, it's never a good thing.
Yeah. So we hope all these athletes if you're an athlete out there that's stuck um, in some of these countries, please, we hope that you get home safely. Or if you're trying to go to your next big time event, we hope that you at least make it. You know, but times are tough right now.
No, times are really tough. And also, dude, and also we got the World Cup coming this summer, and there are talks that Iran might pull out because it's going to be in the U.S.
Nuts.
And this is from Yahoo. With the United States in an active war against Iran, the Persian Gulf countries' participation in the 2026 World Cup appears to be very much in doubt. The U.S. and Israel began striking Iran on February 28th in a campaign that killed the nation's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and dozen top officials. How long the conflict will last is very much unknown. President Trump told on Monday, March 2nd, that he expected the operation would go on 4 weeks, but added his belief that it was ahead of schedule. The U.S. will be co-hosted by the World Cup will be co-hosted by the United States, Mexico, and Canada from June 11th to July 19th. Iran was drawn into Group G alongside Belgium, Egypt, and New Zealand. Team Melee is scheduled to play at two group stages in Los Angeles, June 15th and 21st, and one in Seattle. This appears several ways that Iran would not make it to the United States this summer. Iran could boycott the tournament. It could withdraw due to safety concerns, or the U.S. government could simply not allow it to enter the country. Bro. Bro, this is insane. And plus, there is no precedent for a country participating in a World Cup hosted by a country it's at war with. So it's difficult to make predictions. Also, many weeks remain between now and June with my draw developments possible.
Look, this is a problem when you have wars between countries and everything. Now, all the athletes that want to participate in these sporting events, in global sporting events because we always talk about how sports brings people together, despite all the issues. Now you're
Yes.
going to have athletes that are going to want to participate in these sporting events, and they probably are not going to be able to do so because of all these conflicts. It's a shame. It's a real shame. I hope that Iran finds a way to participate in the World Cup, you know. But if there's conflict between them and the US, do they really want to go to America? Where, like, let's be honest, like, and it's a safety issue, Bill.
It is.
It's a real safety problem.
No, it absolutely is a safety problem. And it's a real big, it's a really bad issue. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. Iran. So, but no, it's like a safety issue. It's like, what do you do? What do you do in this situation? Do you just, if you're Iran, do you pull out?
Do you do what the Olympics do when they ban athletes from certain countries? Do they make them participate under like a different banner, like a Olympic ath or football athletes from Iran, or whatever?
Yeah, because didn't they do this? I was gonna ask, didn't they do the same in the Olympics with Russia because of
Yeah,
the invading Ukraine?
right.
So yeah, so what's gonna happen? Like, is Iran gonna pull out? Like, do they feel safe coming from, like, don't forget, in December, Trump passed that travel ban,
Right.
which prohibited from Iran, but gives them exceptions for the World Cup. So I don't know what's gonna happen here.
It's
Dude,
tough.
could we just go back to the days where we talk about batting averages and what team's on a hot streak and which team sucks? Can we go back to those days?
What about winning streaks? We love to
And
talk about winning streaks, you know?
remember those days, Reg, when we could just talk about winning streaks and who's and batting averages and all that? I
Yeah.
miss those days, Reggie boy. I miss those days.
Yeah. Hmm.
And
Well, look, now that athletes are quickly gaining their voices, it's going to be really tough. That's the reality we live in. It's going to be very, very, very tough. But I'm with you. Like one of these days, where, you know, the hope is no politics. It's impossible though. It's gonna be impossible now. But we just hope one day that it won't spill in so much that it completely has a negative impact
and
on.
listen, politics have always been in sports, people. Whether you want to admit it or not, it didn't start with Kaepernick.
No,
Politics have always been in sports. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's always been in sports.
yeah,
So, yeah, that's our situation with the World Cup with Iran.
yeah.
Yeah, so, dude,
On the brighter note, you see what the women's team did with on SNL?
yes, I
Congratulations.
did. I saw,
Yeah,
and they also had two people from the men's team there.
that was pretty cool. That was awesome. And I knew that the women's hockey team, I knew they didn't hold a grudge towards the men. Like I kind of knew that.
Yeah, and listen, we talked about this on Friday. If you're gonna blame anyone,
It's the orange man in the White House.
yes,
That's what
blame him. Let's just blame the current White House occupant.
he's the problem. He's always been the problem.
If you're gonna blame anyone, blame him.
Yeah.
Because anyway, so we got yeah, no, I did see that. That was pretty cool, and
And I
I'm
and
glad to see the women don't have a grudge against the men's hockey team.
yeah, and they shouldn't because again, it wasn't on them. They reacted again in spur of the moment type of thing.
It was a
And
very awkward situation.
exactly. And look, the fact that they're able to turn that whole thing into something funny on SNL and all wounds are healed, excuse me, as I misspeak again. Ding. Um,
Ding.
like it was pretty cool to see that. Like I'm very happy that everyone can get along again, you know?
Hey, we're all friends now.
Yeah.
Isn't it good
Well,
to be friends again?
yeah. Well, they were friends during their times of the Olympics, probably in the process of going to the Olympics. And so why can't they be friends now? Like it's all good. Like there's no issues.
Because again, we don't like to get super political here, but we don't like to get super political here, but our country has become a 4 a.m. bar fight.
Yeah.
No, it really is. Our country is officially a 4 a.m. bar fight. We look, yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Um, huh. So anything else to talk about? Maybe we could spur the moment something?
What you have in mind?
I don't know. I would say like I know it's Monday. I would say like a top five, or maybe we could do something to pass the time here. I
Mm,
don't like two short shows.
no, I mean top five.
I don't know.
Since
What
I'm
else?
on the fence about Friday, we'll get to Friday in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna
Um,
get on. We're a little on the fence about Friday, so we'll
yeah.
talk about that in a second. Oh, you know what I found yesterday? Folks, we're just finding things to kill time right now. We'll be honest with you. I found this and we'll see if I can find it. I found this, and this was actually from last week, but this is the greatest NFL players by jersey number.
Hmm.
And I want to get Reggie's take here.
Okay.
All right. What number would you, all right, of these numbers, take a brief look at it. Any things you agree, disagree?
I don't agree with Favre.
Okay. You don't agree with Favre?
I take it back. I think Favre is okay, actually.
I think he's slightly overrated. I talked about him. He was on my overrated athletes list.
But I think for someone that's number four for his jersey number, I think I think I'll allow it. I'm like you. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I don't love it, but I can see why. So I'll allow it actually.
And the person right here, I'll say this. Why isn't John Elway on this list at number seven?
Yeah, where is John Elway?
You know, why isn't he on this list?
Should be there. He should 100% be there. Yeah. Brady is fine. No issues there.
Well, we have issues with Tom Brady, but he deserves to be there.
No, no, that's just us being haters. Um,
Joe Montana, 100% agreed.
that's fine.
Dan Marino, 100% agreed.
Sure.
Peyton Manning,
Well, you name me a better number 18.
nah, I kind of agree. He should be at number 18. He's number 18. I think he's the best to hold that. Barry and Dion, perfect. Emmett Smith, agreed. Walter Payton, absolutely. Jerome Bettis, the boss, Cliff Harris. Okay, this one. Okay, Ray Lewis at 52. Ray Lewis at 52. This one's for the old. This one's for Papa Murph. Harry Carson at 53. LT at 56. You cannot disagree with LT on that one.
There's a
I
few
think
giants in there. You named two of them, obviously Harry Carson, Lawrence Taylor.
my boy Michael Strahan.
Brands at 92. This is actually a really good list.
I think it's an interesting list. Gronk at 87. Gronk
But
for 87.
glad to see Alan Faneca's in there, 65.
Good to see that. Um, Gronk at 87. I agree.
That's fine.
Do you put him or do you put the future Mr. Taylor Swift there?
Ew. No.
I'm making a joke.
I see that Bart Starr's at 15. I would guarantee you, if Patrick Mahomes were to end his career, Mahomes would be there.
I think that's a very fair point. Philip Rivers is at 17. I'm sure his 72 kids agree. Hey,
Uh,
he loves to pop. They're old school Catholics. They like popping them out.
amen.
And I said my boy Michael Strahan at 92. And Mike Ditka at 98. To- totally agree. So, yeah, I think this is an overall good
Good
list.
list. I like it. I like this list. A lot of great players. Tony Gonzalez at 88. That's good. I like how they put a zero, a double zero, and a zero in
Jim
there.
Otto and Johnny Olazescu. Jerry Rice. Cortez Kennedy. Yeah, I know. I think this is a solid
I like this
list.
list. I
I
like it
think
a
this
lot.
is a solid list there. I think it's a solid list.
They have the right guys. Jim Brown at 32, like you said.
What if they made a baseball list?
Ooh. See, that would be very interesting. We all know 99 is Judge.
Oh, absolutely.
34 would be interesting. Because who do you
And
put there?
yeah, who do you put there?
Hmm.
Who would you put there?
Not David Ortiz.
Oh, that is a slap to Big Poppy, isn't it?
He's a cheater. Why'd I put him there? Hmm?
Since when do you care about you say Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame?
And David Ortiz should be in the Hall of Fame. But Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens and all those people are not in the Hall of Fame. That's a
Would,
problem.
would you put Barry Bonds for the best at number 25?
Yes.
I agree. Well, it's easy. You got to put Ruth for three. You got to put Babe Ruth for three. That's like sacrilege. And you got to put Gehrig at four.
Mm.
Like, again, that's sacrilege. Speaking of which, of this baseball talk, we'll be starting Bombers banter hopefully sometime this month.
Sometime this month. Aren't you excited, Bill?
I know, right?
It's a
It's
great
that
time.
It's that time of year. We'll be sometime this month. We'll be premiering our first episode of Bombers Banter for season. What is it? Season three? No, four. Four. This is the fourth year doing Bombers Banter.
Isn't that wild though? Like,
We did it in 23.
this
We did in 24. We did in 20. Yeah, yeah. No, this is
is
our
our fourth
fourth.
year. Bombers
This is
banter.
this is our fourth year doing Bombers Banter, Reggie. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Wow, so yeah, check out for that, our first Bombers banter. Aren't Mike and Mark gonna do something with the Mets?
They did a batter up. It's on the YouTube channel and oh, of course wherever you get your podcast. They did a batter up about the Mets. So catch that. Um, you also catch us wherever you get your podcast. We're also live on this YouTube channel.
Yes, we are
Like,
live on the
comment, and
YouTube channel.
subscribe. Please, please sub follow us or whenever you can. We're on the socials, always on the socials. Um, we always appreciate you. We also appreciate Dugout of Millwood for sponsoring this pod.
Yes, they always do good work. They always, Mark Halpern and Company, they've been sponsoring us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug out of Millwood. Yeah, so I guess that's the show for today. Friday, we're a little on the fence about.
Mm. Yeah, so I'm away
Yeah,
and I'm
so
with family, so if we're live, you'll know it. I'll tell you that much.
if not, then we'll see you next week. Like I might do it. We might do it Thursday. We might, or maybe I'll do it with either Mike Rifkin or Mark Halpern,
Yeah,
or maybe we'll just take Friday off and wait till Monday.
exactly.
But you'll know. You will know. So from all of us here at the Sports Insanity Network, stay safe.